Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett and I'm the founder and owner of TechFusion, and today I'm going to show you how to track down and find your Android device, this being tablets, phones, or computers. Android tablets, Android phones, and Android computers. Now, one thing I want to mention is you have an extremely higher chance of getting your stuff back if your device has a GPS into it. So that's one thing to really keep in mind, especially if it has a camera on it. But a GPS is almost essential to get your stuff back, especially in a quick matter of time. Now, let's jump on in and let's talk about how to get your stuff back. First things first, let's look at Dropbox. Many people don't know this, but Dropbox can be used as a tracking service. For Dropbox, and by the way, I just darkened up and did a contrast switch with Google Chrome. But as far as this goes, what you need to do is have a Dropbox account, link it up to your phone or computer or whatnot, same thing. Go to your settings on the Dropbox account, its actual website. Go to security, and from here you'll see the devices that's actually connected to your Dropbox account. You click here to disconnect the device, simple as that. Or you can go over here, hover over, and you see IP address and whatnot per device. So if someone decides to take it, there you go. Now, I had no results for the Android devices. This is an unfortunate thing. Same thing goes with this, and I'm trying to find a way to fix this, but unfortunately at this time I don't know how to fix that. If I do find a permanent solution to that, then I might make a video in the future. So the next is Cerberus. Now just fixing up the color a little so we can see it in dark time. Cerberus is the most powerful application I know of on Android as far as tracking your phone down, finding it, and so on. I highly advise this. Fortunately, unlike Dropbox, Dropbox requires you have a Dropbox account and everything's going to be synced up to that Dropbox account. You can find or have a chance to find them. And unlike other applications where you gotta have a particular account connected to something, like Where's My Droid and so on, Cerberus is one of those things that you can actually have a Cerberus account totally separate from your Google account and install Cerberus on multiple devices, 5 devices. You can pay for more licenses and whatnot, but 5 devices or so, and you can sign into those phones or tablets or whatnot and sign in with your Cerberus ID, and it'll be linked up to your Cerberus account. This is very important because, say for example, you have some family members that have devices and you got a Cerberus account. You have 5 to spare, so you give yourself 1, and let's say that you got other family members that want to have the ability to get their stuff back. So you can link up their stuff to your Cerberus account. This unfortunately lacks the privacy as far as you're able to hear what they say, see what they see as far as their screenshots, see what they talk about on text messages, see who they're talking to as far as calls and whatnot. That's the one downside to Cerberus. But it's also kind of an upside because if someone takes the phone, starts calling and doing stupid stuff, you can figure out what's going on very quickly. Now, as far as Cerberus goes, with tracking down a person and whatnot, you can easily activate the GPS, track down a person very easily as long as it's connected to some type of internet, being over air, being the cell phone or Wi-Fi. And also the thing you can get it to take a picture of the person who has the phone as they are using it. Take audio recording so you can hand all of this over to cops. Make it a lot easier for them to catch the guy and get your phone back. And if the guy gives any fuss, you can actually trigger it by text message or by computer or another phone by getting it to ring, set off alarm, lock the phone so the person can't even use it, and so on. I've heard of many success stories with Cerberus, and I highly advise you to look up some of these success stories because they're phenomenal. Now, I will give a link below to this, and I highly suggest that you at least try it out. And by the way, one thing I want to add, this is $5 a license. This is not a month, this is not a year, this is not a week type of thing. This is a lifetime, so a lifetime license. Very important to note that. The price may change in the future, and it probably has changed by now, but for right now, I think it's like $5 what I pay for it, and I doubt it's too much different than that. It probably went down, if anything. And there's a lot of people who advise that, even people at Google. Here's a great application for both Android devices, iOS's, and your laptops and computers. It's very great. It's called Pray. Pray is something that I demoed on my last video for laptops and computers. And basically what this does is you're able to track down a person, just like with Cerberus. You're able to track down. With this, you can get a screenshot. I can't remember. Sorry about this, but I can't remember with Android and iOS if you get a screenshot there. I know with laptops you can, and computers. But as far as things goes, this pretty much acts like Cerberus. I still advise Cerberus over Pray, because while Pray is free, Cerberus gives you more. You can lock down your phone, you can trigger an alarm, you can do a bunch of things that Pray really doesn't do. While you can do alarm, you can't really lock it down that well, and you can't have it automatically take pictures of the person, and you can't have it where it calls someone. So for example, if you got a cop there, you can ask them, what is your phone number, and have your phone that the thief stole with Cerberus call the cop's phone, and the cop can listen in while they're trying to catch them. That's the great thing with Cerberus. Unfortunately, it also gives you a lot more power than people might want to give you. Now, the last but least is Where's My Droid? The reason why I put this against the others is the simple fact that you can send a text message to this, and this is actually one of the best ones to send text messages to. Keep your text messages hidden, and that way the person doesn't know that you are trying to find out their location and whatnot. And the thing can actually reply back and give you the location, how fast they're moving. And this is not a joke. The thing will actually tell you how fast they're driving or moving, and that's a pretty cool deal. The thing will actually tell you their heading and everything. So this gives you a little bit more than Cerberus as far as that goes, but Cerberus gives you a map so you can see the heading and whatnot, but it doesn't tell you how fast, and that's kind of useless for finding your phone, but it's kind of useful just for messing around. Now, one of the big things that I like about Where's My Droid is, again, this is probably the best as far as getting your phone to ring, because this has the option of having it ring constantly for 5 minutes, making it go as loud as it can. Once you find it, automatically reset the volume back to where it was before it got the text message. So great application for that. Not so much compared to Cerberus if you're talking about tracking down your phone and finding it, but more so if it's in between couches or something like that. So it's a great application for that. So anyways, it's been Craig Bennett, founder and owner of Tech Reviews and Help. If you want anything else added onto this list, feel free to leave a comment below and add it. And if it's a really good application or device, then I might actually make a video on it and give you a shout out in the process. If you do have any problem running any of these applications or figuring out how to work the Dropbox stuff, then please feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try to help you out. At worst case scenario, I'll send you over someone or a group that can, and that way you will definitely get some help, or should get some help. Now, as far as things goes, again, if you don't want your stuff to be publicly announced, or you want your question or suggestion to be private and anonymous, you can feel free to send me an email on techreviewsandhelp.com, and that goes directly to me to a private email that no one else has access to. So, anyways, this has been Cray Bennett, the founder and owner of Tech Fusing Up. If you found this video helpful, again, leave a like, subscribe, and share. And that way it'll help me out, and that way it'll help more people out. Please have a great day.